Now I can write on this. Fine. So we have 1 kg of superheated steam at 3 bar 400 degrees Celsius. Say it is stage 1. Okay. So let's say stage 1, we have superheated steam. Okay. Superheated. 3 bar 400 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now what we are doing? That diagram is given here. Okay. So it's this superheated steam is contained in a cylinder piston system, which is allowed to expand reversibly and adiabatically till the pressure inside the cylinder becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure equals to 1 bar. That is stage 2. Okay. So this gas is expanding. Okay. And stage 2, we have something. I don't know whether we don't know whether it's a saturated liquid, saturated vapor, or superheated steam. We don't know yet. So we'll see. We have something, okay, at 1 bar, and temperature is also not given. So let's see. First, try to tackle this, that whether we know this stage 2 or not. And anyway, that problem A itself says find out the stage of steam, state of steam at stage 2. Okay. So first of all, it's written it's reversible and adiabatic. So once it's written reversible and adiabatic, you can define entropy change, okay, in terms of heat. That we'll see anyway later, but this I already introduced. So ds is defined as dou q by T, small amount of heat by temperature. Since process is adiabatic, what will be ds going from 1 to 2? Anyone?
0.
0. So we have ds equals to 0. So it simply means S1 equals entropy of system at 1 equals to entropy of system at stage 2. Okay, fine. So first find out the entropy of system at stage 1. Okay. So Souvik, you are following me?
Yes, sir.
So just be attentive, so that you can solve assignment problems. So if
Yes.
you want to find out the entropy at stage 1, which table we should refer? Anyone? So you can use charts also. I prefer tables. So unless until it is not written what one should use, like if I ask specifically in the problem, or if I give you this phase diagrams, then you are bound to use the phase diagram. If I give you table, you use table. So generally table is preferable. So which table we should use? Anyone? I want entropy at stage 1. So which table I should refer? Of course,
Superheated steam table.
superheated steam table. Okay. So if you guys have it, you can see I am going to open my book. I will go to superheated steam. Okay. And if you are interested, you can see it in Google also. Otherwise, if you have any book. So superheated steam, and now what is given? 3 bar 400 degrees Celsius. Okay. So I have to go to first pressure and then followed by temperature. So 3 bar, yeah, I found 3 bar. Okay. If you have this YVC raw book, Introduction to Thermodynamics, this is the version which I have. It is in on page number 445, Appendix D. Okay. So 3 bar, there is something written in the bracket. If anyone has, what is the temperature written at 3 bar in superheated steam table? Can anyone see it?
3 बार 400 डिग्री सेल्सियस मध्ये पाय एंट्रोपीची व्हॅल्यू काय?
Sorry,
दिला टेबल.
which table?
पीपीटी मध्येच आहे बे.
I think he is talking to someone else by without noticing that his mic is on. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Anyone? Anyone that can, if anyone can see, what is 3 bar? There is something written in bracket. First of all, has anyone? Is anyone going through this table right now with me? No one.
Please,
Okay.
like
I have to share. Well, I can do that, but I think either you search it on Google or if you have book, it will help. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. You have to waste a lot of time. That's fine. Let me see. For this problem, I can do it. But for future, if you can, yeah, I think it's here. Is it visible? Can you see this superheated steam table?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, fine. No, good. So let me go to pen. So here you see this is superheated steam table, and here we have this 3 bar means 300 kilopascal. So remember, 1 bar is 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Am I right? Yeah, I think so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 bar is 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Fine. So we have 300 bar, right? In superheated steam table. And here it is written this temperature, 133.53. First, I would like you guys to comment on this. What is this
It
temperature?
is saturation temperature.
Very good. It's written there. Okay. So you see our temperature at stage 1, if you'll notice, it's already 400 degrees Celsius. So that is expected that temperature should be greater than this temperature. That's why we are calling it superheated steam. It is beyond that saturation line, that saturated liquid line, right? If you remember, like this, we are in this regime. We are in this regime somewhere, let's say here, okay, where temperature is 400 degrees Celsius and pressure is 3 bar. So this is superheated steam. Fine. So we can find out the entropy. What is the entropy? Anyone? If you can see the table on your screen, or I should zoom it.
Sir, 8.0329 kilojoules per kg per Kelvin.
I am also trying to see it. S, no? So S is, so we have to now go to temperature table. What is our temperature? 400, na? It's only given here 300. So we need more, right? I mean, it's not there.
Actually, sir, we have different steam table.
No, that's fine. I'm just asking that if anyone can see, you're right, that the 400, I mean, this table, we need more tables because we need data at 400 degrees Celsius, right? So what value you said? Yes, come again, at 400, 8.0329. So those who are not following, please interrupt me. This is the right time to interrupt me. Otherwise, later on, you will be confused that how we are writing this. So someone told me, and I can also see it's fine. 8.033.
0329.
Is it? Okay. I think it varies with books. So for me, it's 8.0338. That's fine, huh? We are not going to bother so much. In my, it's written 8.0338. That's fine. Okay. Anyone has any doubt in finding this? I'm going to take time on this problem so that, because only 2 problems I will solve, then I let you, fly. Okay, so let me see if everyone is getting it. So Jay, you can hear me? Jay? Jay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you getting this? How we have written this 8.0338?
Yes, sir. In the row of means considering 300 kPa as the pressure, and in the column of 400 degrees Celsius,
Yes,
we will get the entropy.
Okay, thank you. Fine, great. That's all. Okay, so we know entropy at state 1. It means we know entropy at stage 2 also, which is same. Okay, so from here, what we know, if we go to this, if we open a new page, and if we go to this slide, next slide. So what we know now is that at stage 2, entropy is equal to stage 1 is equal to 8.0338. Okay, or whatever you have noted down from your table, right? Now, if you will see that the stage 2 temperature, if you go back here, let's say, we have this stage 2. What is the pressure? 1 bar, right? Okay, pressure is 1 bar, remember. Okay, now what you do, anyone can comment what we should proceed. What do you say?
We'll go to pressure table for 1 bar. We will see for which temperature it is Entropy is 8.0338.
Yeah, yeah. So you are very close. Okay, now you see what we discover. So we go to steam table, not superheated. We'll first you go to steam table, and as you commented, we should go to pressure steam table. So let me go there. Yeah, pressure steam table, saturated steam, and then our pressure is 1 bar. So I'll go to 1 bar. Okay, and in 1 bar, if you will see the entropy of gas phase. Huh? Listen carefully. If we'll go to saturated steam table, okay. So refer to saturated steam table. Okay. I am taking time in this problem so that you can learn, everyone. Steam table, and if you'll see in 1 bar, just see for 1 bar, just see the value of Sg, specific entropy for gaseous phase. What it is? What you see? Anyone?
7.36.
Thank you. 7 point. Let's say me write say 3598 for my table. Okay. Right. And the value which you noticed for entropy for stage 2 is 8.0338. Okay. Fine. So, do you think it's still in superheated state?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you're saying it's still in, but tell okay. Wait. See. So we have S2 is 8 point. Have we done any mistake here? What is the? Oh, okay. So then this problem becomes very easy. Now we'll do one thing. Okay. Now I can understand it. That's why. Wait. Huh? Yeah. If in that case it's this problem becomes very easy. We are still in superheated regime. Fine. So in that case, okay. So there is a correction. This pressure should be 30 bar, not 3 bar. That's a printing mistake. Then only we can solve it. Anyway, if we carry on with this 3 bar, let's see what. And then again we will redo this problem. Otherwise, this problem will lose its beauty. It should be 30 bar. That initial thing. Anyway, so entropy we are getting. Okay, so still we are in superheated region. You guys are right. Okay. So then what is happening? We are passing the heat, right? And gas entropy is constant. That's fine. That's all. So temperature, in case we want to find out. Yeah, so that's a very easy problem. So how we'll find out the temperature then? What we need to do? Anyone? Let's keep this problem this way, which is not correct, but anyway. So yeah, we have to go to again superheated steam table, right? And we'll go to 1 bar, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then how we'll guess the temperature? So what do you think? So
Sir,
anyway,
we will check
something.
at what temperature the entropy is 8.03.
Very good. You are right. So who is speaking?
Sir Tanmay.
So Tanmay, that we can do, but then let's see if that temperature is not available or that value in the table, then what?
Then we have to interpolate between the two.
Very good, perfect. So as Tanmay suggested, that if we go to 1 bar superheated steam, now our value is 8.0338. So you have to see that your values lies between which values. If you see the steam table at 1 bar, superheated steam table, I see that my entropy value lies between temperature 200 to 300. Right, Tanmay? Am I correct? I think yes.
No, so in my case, it is between 200 and 250. The table which I have.
Find one, right? Oh,
Yes, sir, it is nearly 250.
More refine, the better answer you will get. Okay, for me, it's 200, 300. So that's how this answer can vary for others depending on what steam table is given. But in the exam, I keep the steam table identical for everyone. So that's not a problem. So let's say if I okay, so you tell me that what is the return for two. So let's me open the new page. So 1 bar. What is entropy at 200 degrees Celsius? So let's say entropy. What is the return? entropy, Tanmay?
7.83.
7.83.
Yeah, 7.83. Fine. And at 250, what your table tells?
8.0332.
Okay, fine. 03. Let it 03. Okay, fine. Now let's say our temperature is. So at stage 2, I will say temperature is T2. Okay, we know our S2. Our S2 is 8.0338. Okay, so what we will say that S2 will be simply S of 200 plus, okay, S of 250 minus, sorry, we are interpolating it from 200. No? So it should be, so slope, now we'll write slope. Slope will be S of 250 minus S of 200 by 250 minus 200 into how much we are deviating from this temperature. So T2 minus 200. Do you find any mistake in this expression? Interpolation? It's fine. Tanmay?
Yes, sir, it's correct.
Yeah. So we know S2 here. We know everything S200 and all other values. Only unknown is T2. You can find out the T2. Anyway, so we solved a new problem. Now I'll solve it for 30 bar. So this is done. So you can find out the T2. Okay. So many times you need to interpolate these tables. Okay. Fine. So now we'll redo this problem. You can extend this question for part B also. But since anyway I will solve it for another problem where I will change the data. So identically you can do part B for the current problem. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so now let's go back to our original problem. So original problem was, this is a typo here. The original problem is as follows. New page. So make it 30 bar, not 3. I'm removing it. Make it 30 bar. Okay. So now let's say what we get. So now again, if it's 30 bar, so our stage 1 is what? 30 bar and 400 degree Celsius. Let's go to 30 bar then in steam, superheated steam table. It's 233.84, right? Tanmay?
Wait a minute, sir. I'm
Yeah, please follow. All others, I cannot interact with everyone. I am interacting with Tanmay. You all other can follow. Go to superheated steam, 30 bar, bracketed, temperature is 233.84 for me. You see? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it means fine. We are in superheated regime, and it is written correctly. No problem. So now let's write down what is our S2, S1. Yes, Tanmay. What is S1 at our given temperature?
The S1 is 6.92.
Okay, 6.92. I have more value, so let's say 46. Here I am writing stage 2. Stage 2, only thing known is 1 bar. Nothing else is known. In which state our steam is, whether it's a mixture of saturated liquid or saturated vapor, temperature is not known. Okay. Again, same thing is valid here, that S2 equals to S1 because it's a reversible adiabatic process. Okay. So S2 equals S1 equals 6.9246. We don't need it here. Let's write it that side. So since ds is 0, this say ds is 0, so S2 is also equals to 6.9246. Now Tanmay, any comment on temperature, pressure? So I think where we should go again to
Now we'll go to saturated pressure table and see at 1 bar what is the value of entropy.
Yes, so at 1 bar, if you'll see, the steam entropy is 7.3598. So if at 1 bar from steam table, from saturated steam table, we have SG equals to 7.3598 and SF equals to 1.3027, and our entropy lies between these two values, right? S2 lies between these two. So now Tanmay, any suggestion?
It is a mixture of both water
Very
and
good.
vapor.
Bhavna, you are convinced with this thought that it is a mixture of both?
Yes, sir. We can find out even the quality, steam quality, considering
Yeah, that's what he's
SR
saying.
and
That's what he's saying, that it's a mixture of saturated liquid and saturated vapor.
yes,
The moment you say quality, means if its quality is not 1, then it has to be a mixture, right? If quality is less than 1, right?
yes,
So I am asking you that can we say confidently that it's a mixture of both? Yes or no? I mean, whether you convinced or not.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
The
okay. Yes. Why?
S2 lies between SG and
Yes,
SF.
that's all. Perfect. So now we know that since S2 lies between SG and SF, then it has to be a mixture of both. Means we have some quality of steam less than 1. That's for sure. Because S2 is greater than SF and less than SG. Okay. In the previous one, when I took 3 bar, even S2 was greater than the SG. That's why we said, okay, still it's superheated. But now it's not the case. Fine. Okay. So this is okay. Good. Done. Fine. Now, so since this is done, then let's say that let's assume that there is some quality X. So if there is some quality X, so Aditya, what will be S2? How will write S2 in terms of SG and SF for a given quality X?
Yes, sir. S2 will be like if we take SG, let us suppose that capital X is the part of the gas. So 7.3598
No, just
into.
formula. Na? This quality is always conventionally we are defining in terms of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. SG into X plus 1 minus X into SF.
That's all. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So we know SG, right? It's given here. We know SF. We know S2. The only unknown is X. So do this calculation and X comes out to be X will come out.
0.928.
9. Perfect. Very good. Okay. So anyway, I love to solve in the class. I never give that a printed solution except assignment. That is also handwritten, because once we are solving together, then only you can get it completely. And then only I can make a mistake, and then you can think, okay, this mistake can be made by you also. So that's a good way to identify the crucial points where anyone can make mistake. Okay, so this is done. We know the quality. Now I would like to know the temperature. So do you think, Rahul, we know the temperature? Rahul Godler, sorry, if I pronounced it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is Godler or Golder? I can't see that participant.
It's Goldard.
Okay. So Rahul, what do you think? That do we know the temperature at stage 2?
We can evaluate from the given data. That's
This is not an answer, Rahul.
I mean,
think over it.
yeah.
Think over it. We have done a lot of things here for stage 2. So now its answer is very evident from this discussion itself. Do you think we know the temperature? Indirectly? Achha, tell me, do we have at stage 2, do we have mixture or only gas, only liquid? What do you think?
It's mixed. It's mixture.
So it means it's a phase change process?
Yeah.
So once it's a phase change, once you fix
Then
one
the
bar,
saturation temperature will be there.
that's it. So just go there at 1 bar and check in the steam table that at 1 bar temperature is 99.63. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we know the temperature. That's all. So that's how you use steam table. Okay. Why we know this? Because it's a phase change process.
Yes. Sir, I did not understand how we got SG and SF.
Come again. How we got?
SG and SF.
Okay.
From the steam table.
You have saturated steam table? Not superheated, saturated.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have pressure written first or temperature in your table? First column.
Temperature.
That's why you are getting an. You have to find out pressure table. There are two kinds of table. Both convey the same data, but depending on which one is easier. So here, since pressure is given, you try to find out that column where first column is pressure. Okay. No? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Who is it? First of all, whenever we talk, if you can tell me the name, because it's difficult
Yash.
to.
Yash.
Yes. So you got the point, or should I elaborate more on this? You need a pressure no, first pressure column, not temperature column. That's why it is getting. You can do from there itself, but it will make it difficult. Okay, you have to
Okay,
interpolate again. So did you get it, or should I spend more time on this by showing you the table? I have the
I
table
got
on.
got it, sir.
Okay, fine. Let me see if I can share that. This is saturated water. This will not work. Wait. You have book, or you have searched it from Google?
Steam
Yeah.
table PDF.
No, like you not from the book, na? You don't have any book, I guess, right now. Okay, so let me see if I can find out pressure table on the net. Pressure table. Maybe this will work. Can you see? Okay, let me open the new page. Can you see this? Yes, on the here. Well, let me
Yes,
first.
sir.
This one, huh? You have to find out such kind of table where pressure is given first. Okay. I think I have to explain it full. Wait. Otherwise, you will be confused that how I'm doing it. Is it fine if I can use this table? Our pressure is 30 bar, right? No, not here. Okay, I think this from this table at least I can explain you. Can you see this table? Let's say I choose a pressure. Okay. What is our pressure, by the way? Yes, in kilopascal. Yes.
3 megapascal.
No, in kilopascal it's 300, right?
3,000.
300, 3000, is it? Oh, 3000. Let's we have 30 bar, na? Yeah, so 30 bar means 30 into 10 for 5, and then for 10 cube. Yeah, you are right. Fine. So that that data is not here. Anyway, let's say just for an example, if your pressure is 300 kilopascal, can you see this? Where I mark?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at this, oh, SG and SF is missing here. Anyway, can you see HF and HG? This one and this.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you will find SG and SF also. That is missing here in this table. Okay, simple. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
And then what we noticed that when we noted down SG and SF, our value of entropy at stage 2 is in between those two. That's why we say it's a mixture of both liquid and this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Can we move? So it's better that if you can arrange. Let me see. I'll take the scanned copy of my book and I'll send to all of you. Because all other steam tables are so small that I can't share it on the screen. It's very small. Anyway, now let's see. So I can see this PDF. Let's see here if you can I can show you. Oh, again it's temperature one. Where is pressure one? Sorry. Here I think it's pressure one. So pressure. Now you can see Yes, that for any pressure, some temperature is given, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And then you can see SG and SF also. Let's say if I follow this line, sorry, this one, this is S liquid or SF and SG. That's all. Oh, no, not this one. This one. Fine. That's all. I'll send the scanned copy. Okay, let's move. I think with this much discussion with Yas, it should be clear to all of you. Those were shy to ask. Okay. So let's go to our problem again. So we can go back to where we were. So we did this part. X is done. Huh? Now what is saying that part 2? At stage 2, the piston is brought in contact with a spring. Okay. So we'll note down this X. We remember this X. Let's open a new page. At stage 2, the piston is brought in contact with a spring. And again, this is 30 bar. No extension, no compression in the beginning. Okay. So from what it tells us that at stage 2 we have. So what was the temperature of stage 2? It's already written that till the pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. Okay. So that is very natural that if your inside pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure, so there should not be any extensor or compression in the spring. Okay. So at stage 2, we have X equals to 0.928. Temperature is 1 bar. This is 1 bar, and temperature is 99.63 degrees Celsius. Okay, and then we bring it in contact with a spring, right? And then this all the walls are thermally insulated, so there is no heat transfer through these walls, and a resistor, a battery system is connected, or whatever. I mean, this whole thing combined, a battery connected with a resistor, that is connected the way it is shown in this diagram, as you can see here. So now, so this battery and resistor system is installed from stage 2. So now forget about stage 1. We are going from stage 2. And then we are using this resistor system to heat the gas till the pressure of the gas. So we are going to stage 3. We are going to stage 3. When the pressure becomes 2 bar and temperature becomes 700 degrees Celsius. So we have to find out the work done by the battery in bringing the system from stage 2 to stage 3. That is our agenda. Work done by battery. So first of all, any suggestion that what should be the system? What we take in the system? Anything you want to suggest? If not, then
Excluding the resistor part.
And if you include, then so let's do both. Let's do both. Let's do both. Okay. So let's say first I include this resistor in the system. So write down the first law. What is it? This delta W by system. By system. Okay. And this dou Q is given to the system. Right? Right. So if we include this resistor also in the system, what is del dou Q?
0.
0, because there is no heat interaction. Because for heat interaction there should be temperature difference, but since resistor is inside this system, there is no dq. For the choice of system which I have chosen here, resistor is included. that is equal to D. Acha, what is the only form of I'm not including spring in my system, remember, okay, only this much. So then what is the D will be equal to, which component will only appear, anyone? Du, right?
Internal energy.
Internal, the only thing you are changing is the internal energy of the gas, nothing else in this problem. Plus. Now work done by system. So we have two things in our system, resistor, or rather the resistor, sorry, resistor, we should say that this way, huh? When you say resistor, it's in fact battery is also there, huh? So resistor means this whole, rather than this, that this whole resistor battery system. So this will be W by gas plus W by battery, okay, because both are working and both are my part of system, okay. So W by battery will be minus of du plus W by gas. Okay, fine. Acha, now you think this way that you see there are always there is some confusion when we write these words, work done by battery, on battery. So if you don't want to write that, then you can write work done. So we have two, one is gas, say it system component 1, huh? So let's say I'll write it C1, and system component 2 is battery. Okay, let me put this way, huh? System component 1 I will write C gas, and this is C battery. Whenever I write this is work done by system. So do you think actually that this our gas is our system is working on the battery, or it's another way? It's another way, right? That actually battery is working on our system. So WCB, you should get a negative sign, right? Because when you're saying work done by this by the system, then you should, because actually battery is working on our system. And if still you are confused with these signs, let's put the numbers and everything will be clear. So we have to find, so basically we have to find out du and work done by gas, and sign we can see later. It will not be confusing, don't worry. That it depends how you want to write. Okay, now another way to see it's the same problem. Another way to see the same problem. So someone said that exclude the resistor from the from our system. Let's exclude the resistor from our system. We'll extend this lecture a bit because we'll complete this problem. Not more than 5 minutes, don't worry. Now if I take only gas in my system, let's say, as someone suggested. Now try to apply first law. Let's do it again. Well, you can, this is not a perfect way to draw a system. I mean, still here also there is a gas, just you know, symbolically. So this resistor is not in my system. Then anyone? Yes. What is dq? There will be some dq, right? Because it will pass by the resistor to the system. And remember how we define heat interaction? There should be a temperature difference between the system and the surrounding. Our heater is at the higher temperature. So there is some dq, right? Is equal to du, whatever du will find out. And then what is this delta W has which component? Who suggested to take the system? And then I expect answer from him. Because I saw who? Yeah.
Delta W will have work done by gas.
That's all. Perfect. W C, we have only this gas component. I'll write this work done components or work done by gas. That is also fine. Let's write it by gas. Fine. So this is one relation. Remember, this is delta W to system. Now tell me, if I take this battery resistor as a system, another system. Take battery resistor as another system and write down the first law for that. So let's say this is system 1 and this is system 2. System 1, system 2. So system 2 is passing heat to system 1. So if you write down first law for system 2, this is delta Q given by 2 to 1, given by system 2 to 1. And that should be equal to anyone. There is no du in battery. We don't consider du. So what it should be?
Work done by battery.
Work done by battery. So see, eventually we'll land to the same conclusion. If you'll replace this here from these equations, equation let's say 1 and 2, if you'll replace this here, the work done by battery, by taking care of signs carefully. I don't take care of signs in these expression. I always take care of signs in the calculation, and that's why I never make mistake. I don't care about this by bat. I mean, it's very complex in explaining also. It should be clear in your mind. That's all. When you put numbers, that sign should be taken properly. Who is working actually? Whether system is working or work is being done on the system. So again, you will land to the same conclusion. Work done by battery is du plus W by gas. Now, whether a minus sign or plus sign, I don't care. Means depending on how you want to interpret. So it doesn't matter what choice of system you take. You will land with the same answer. Work done by battery should be equal to how much internal energy has been increased of the gas and how much work has been done by the gas against the spring system. That's all. Okay. So I think I had made it clear that choice of system is not going to change your answer. Fine. Okay. Now how we will do that? So whether minus here or not, that we'll see later. What we came to know, at least we are sure about this, that we have to calculate du and work done by gas. And if we can calculate these two quantities, we know our answer. And then sign, of course, we can always manage that, how we want to interpret. Okay. Whether battery is part of the system or you exclude it, all these things. Okay. Now how we will calculate du? Now I want answers from anyone. What we should do for calculating du. So let me write it on a fresh page. W by battery is du plus work done by gas. So anyone, how will calculate du? Remember, means when you are saying du, sorry, we are going from. Yeah. Go ahead.
The initial position at stage 2, we know U1 from that saturation table, and after that it is told that it is at 2 bar 700 and whole is steam. From that we will get U2 and difference of that we will get U.
Very good. Great. So if you'll see the steam table, generally U is this specific internal energy is missing. So then what we should do? Anyone? I mean, you can answer. You have to extend a bit. It's probably we have covered. Yeah, I think we have covered in Mollier diagram the definition of H, right? And you will see that H is frequently available. I mean, easily available in steam table. So, what is U? How we define U as H minus PV, right? Specific volume.
Yes,
yeah. So why I'm doing that? Because it's not available in the table. That's all. If it's available in the table, you can directly use that. But since it's not available in the table generally, so we have to calculate H and V, and then we have to calculate U. Okay. So stage 2. So at stage 2, we have quality X equals to 0.928 or whatever. 93 we can also say 0.92. Huh? Okay, now we are going to stage 3. So at stage 3, what is our pressure? 2 bar. At stage 3, our pressure is 2 bar and temperature is 700 degrees Celsius. Let's go to the steam table. 2 bar, 700 degrees Celsius. So as I can see, 2 bar. And what is the saturation temperature at 2 bar? 120.23, right? So any comment on this, that what we have at 2 bar? Steam, saturated steam, or what we have?
Superheated.
Superheated steam. Okay. Superheated steam at stage 3. If anyone has missed this, you can ask me, because that's why in this whole class I'm only solving one problem, so that you should get familiar with how we use these tables. So again, I'm repeating, as Tanma said, you go to 2 bar is saturated steam table, that pressure table. See 2 bar. At 2 bar, the saturation temperature is 120.23, whereas your temperature is 700. It simply means that you are already beyond this saturated steam. You are in the superheated regime. Okay, fine. So now what we need to do, that we have to find out H2, H3. Okay, V2, V3, so that we can calculate U2 as H2 minus P2, V2, and U3 at H3 minus P3, V3, so that we can calculate this quantity du. Du is nothing but U3 minus U2. That's all. Okay. So for stage 2, Bhavna, how we will calculate H2 and V2? Quickly.
So the value of x
Yes.
and find it taking x and 1 minus x.
Yeah, so we know X. So do we need steam table here for stage 2?
Yes, we need to find Hg and
Very
H.
good. So for stage, yes, perfect. So stage 2, H2 will be Hg, X is already known. We already find out in part A. HF 1 minus X. This Hg and HF you have to obtain from steam table. Okay, that's all. Similarly, V2, specific volume is Vg X plus Vf 1 minus X. What about stage 3, Bhavna? Which table we should refer for stage 3?
Superheated.
Very good. That's all. So now you guys got it. I'm happy. Good. Great. So new table for stage 3. For stage 3, you will go to superheated, and in superheated everything is in vapor phase. So in superheated we have in stage 2 bar, and if you see in 2 bar in superheated steam table, 2 bar superheated steam, where I have 2 bar. It's since the saturation temperature is 120.3, so we have to go to in this 2 bar temperature 700. So I can see it. So that is only entropy in for gas phase, because only gas phase is there. And if I'm not wrong, Tanmay, what value you are getting?
3927.7.
No, not for H. For H. For yeah. For H. Yes, for H. So only gas we have 3927.6, and S, and we need Vg also. So Vg comes out to be where is V? Vg is 2.2420, right? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know the unit. You guys can check, maybe meter cube per kg, I guess. 2.2420. So Vg is nothing but, is it V3, Tanmay? Yes, because we have only gas. So this is
yes, sir.
Yeah, Vg, and this is, so this is V3 and this is S3. So V3, S3 I told you, right? In the previous slide, if you put the numbers, you can calculate H2, V2. So once H2, V2 is known, U2 is known, and once S3, V3 is known, U3 is known. So if you do this calculation, and later on you can check, I'm just writing what you should get. Please check it. you should get du, which is v3 minus u2, that you should get as it should come. Okay, the whole calculation. I mean, I have done everything combinedly, so I think I will write the answer later on. So you can match final answer then. So we know du. That's all you remember. So we know du now. Now work done by gas. So that is the another component. If we go back, we have two things, right? So work done by gas. Anyone? This should be now easy for you. Work done by gas. What it is? Work done by gas means gas is working against spring, right?
Spring and
And quasi-static mode, right? So the same formula we can apply. Half of P stage 2 plus P stage 3, and then V2 minus V3. Again, V2, V3 you can calculate, right? V2 will be Vg at 2x, Vf at 2, 1 minus x. Anyway, we discussed it, and V3 from superheated steam table. So that we can calculate. Then, as we have written, if you remember, work done by battery is equal to du plus w by gas. Okay, so since gas is doing a positive work, you will get a positive quantity, and the du is also going to be positive, right? Because of course you are increasing the temperature. So if you calculate it, it comes out to be 1224.06 per kg. So see, this sign is positive because you assume that it is work done on the system by battery on the system. If you write work done by the system on the battery, just a minus sign will appear, because then here you have to compensate a minus sign. Simply I want to say work done by battery is equal to minus of work done by system on battery. Since this never makes sense for me, because it's so practical that we should assume work is done by battery on the system, I am always comfortable with this. So that's how this sign should be positive. Battery is doing positive work, not our system. System is receiving that work. Okay, and that's what convention we follow, that when our system will do some work, it should be positive, and when work is being done on the system, for system it becomes negative, and for the external agent which is doing work on our system, that becomes positive. So the way I have taken battery, it's an external agent. Okay, so that's it, guys. So I think you got it, that it's not very difficult. The main agenda was to familiarize you with the steam table. In the tomorrow we will solve two more problems, but bit easier one. I have started with a difficult one so that you can we can see it from all perspectives. Those two problems I can share it with you. You can give a try along with the assignment third, and then we'll finish those two problems quickly in the tomorrow's class. In fact, let me write it, one problem for you, and then you can try. And that's all. Then you are free to solve assignment third, and after that we will see some discussion on equation of